Good Friday evening. Hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. The lore master's been thinking about his next story, and he's decided to come up with a story that kind of makes you think of Home Alone, those series of stories that happen to the little boys that were left alone. But he's going to add in Krampus the Killer and make a horror movie about these characters, and we hope you enjoy it. And if you'll just take a listen, give him a thumbs up, and let him know you like it. And I'm going to give you a background first. This will be like I said, Christmas horror concept, a Home Alone, but actually terrifying story centered on a mysterious Krampus-like killer in Illinois around this time of year. The core premise: around Christmas 2025 in Chicago, people start vanishing from homes and streets, always near holiday events or decorations. Locals whisper about the Krampus Killer, an urban legend tying the different disappearances to an abandoned children's hospital called Silent Night Sanatorium near Lincoln, Illinois, along the route towards St. Louis. A specialized SWAT team is deployed after patterns in the disappearances point to that hospital as the epicenter. The setting and tone would be: Chicago provides the opening. Crowded Christmas markets, ice rinks, and busy streets slowly emptying as fear spreads, like a darker mirror of Home Alone's cozy city vibes. The Silent Night Sanatorium is an abandoned children's hospital decorated with decayed Christmas decor, peeling murals of Santa, rusted cribs, broken toys, and flickering fairy lights powered by a failing generator. Nearby, Lincoln's biggest seasonal event, the Frosty Festival, is happening with parades, fireworks, and a Krampus folklore theme that unintentionally mirrors the killer's signature. The Alone for Christmas angle. The central character is a clever, Home Alone style kid who ends up stranded inside Silent Night Sanatorium during the Frosty Festival, while everyone else is downtown at the celebration. Instead of cartoonish traps, the kid uses the hospital's layout, old medical equipment, and leftover toys to create psychological and physical traps for the Krampus Killer, and later, the SWAT team when they mistakenly think the kid is the threat. The horror comes from isolation. The festival fireworks and music can be heard faintly outside, a reminder that help is close, but out of reach. The Krampus Killer targets families around Christmas and leaves behind twisted gifts like rearranged decorations, broken toys, or goat-like footprints in fake snow. At Silent Night Sanatorium, the killer has turned pediatric wards into shrines, mixing Catholic Christmas imagery, Krampus horns and chains, and children's drawings. Locals started using the name Krampus Killer after a series of crimes near St. Louis and central Illinois, merging European Krampus folklore with Midwest urban legend. How this play would seem like a movie. In Act 1, disappearances in Chicago, introduction of the legend, and the Frosty Festival setup in Lincoln. Act 2 would be SWAT raids Silent Night Sanatorium at night. Unaware, the kid is trapped inside and knows the building far better than any adult. Act 3, the kid's defensive Home Alone tactics collide with the Krampus Killer's brutality and the SWAT team's confusion, turning the hospital into a three-way cat and mouse game on Christmas Eve. So, a very disturbing type story. And to give you an idea, I'm going to go ahead here a little bit and tell you what the Krampus monster looks like. And his presence. The Krampus killer has a presence that feels almost inhuman, which is what makes him so terrifying. His visual appearance, he wears a red Krampus mask with long, sagging hair that hangs in filthy strands, obscuring most of his face like a moving curtain. The mask's wooden horns jut out like sharpened stakes, rough and splintered, as if they were carved from dead trees or broken fence posts. In the dark, the red of the mask is the only clear color, floating in the black like a demonic Santa visage coming out of nothing. He stands unnaturally tall, basketball player tall, so that when he steps into a doorway, his horns almost scrape the frame and his shadow fills the entire hall. Victims often see nothing at first, only feel the sense of someone towering over them, before their eyes adjust enough to catch the red mask and the outline of the horns. His movements are wrong for someone that big, too quiet, almost gliding, adding to the sense that he might not be fully human. Witness accounts, survivors, security footage glitches, unexplained blind spots make it seem like he can step out of pure darkness, appearing where there were no doors or corners. Lights tend to flicker or die right before he appears, turning rooms into silhouettes where the only solid shape is that red mask and its horns. The ambiguity is key. No one is sure if he is just an extraordinarily stealthy human killer, or if the trauma that created him has twisted him into something more like a Christmas demon. Well, we hope you liked it. We thought a description of the Krampus killer would be effective so you can kind of get an idea of the story. I believe he may have another couple of stories to go along with this. But we hope you enjoy your weekend, and we'll catch you later. And give the Lore Master a thumbs up. Good night.